has basically disappeared down a legal rabbit hole, and where it will remain until such times as the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, Scott. I know that there's, people will want to, put rumours about that the thing's collapsing or it's not going through. That flies in the face of everything that I'm being told. As far as I'm being told, all parties remain keen to get it concluded. And I was told to expect that could or should happen before the end of April. So I'm guessing, Scott, that it should become crystallised one way or the other in the next couple of weeks. But there's no snag. I tell you what, I probably fully expect the 49ers and Andrew Kavanagh, maybe not Andrew Kavanagh, but I would expect the American consortium will be represented again on Thursday night at Ibrox, because Andrew Kavanagh was in Istanbul for the round of 16 first leg against Fenerbahce. He then flew to Glasgow. There was a 4-man delegation in a city centre hotel ahead of that one. They stayed, they went to the training ground, they went to Celtic Park on the Sunday. So they've shown a significant interest. I would imagine, I'd be surprised if there wasn't representatives, put it that way, at Ibrox on Thursday night. But I'm told it's just a matter of, the legal formalities. Are you hearing something different?
No, what I'm hearing is that obviously I'm told that the deal is quite close to the finishing line. But for me, what I was told is that there may be some Rangers directors who are getting a bit frustrated at the time it's now taking to complete this deal.
Yeah,
not that I'll put it to the brink end, but that's what I was told.
No, I'm sure there are, because look, what have you got? You've got Dave King, you've got John Bennett, and you've got Barry Scott, who are looking to sell outright. Their whole shareholding is going to go, and I think that would take Andrew Kavanagh and the Americans up to about 25%. Then you've got separate, and this is why it's been really complicated. It's been a complicated deal from the start, because it's not as simple as, X going to Y and just saying, I'll take your shares, as they managed to do at Leeds. It was more straightforward. There's so many different strands, so many conversations that have to be had in so many different time zones. With regards to, if you've got yourself to 25%, which they do, if I'm one of these guys, Dave King, John Bennett, or Barry Scott, I'm kind of thinking, I agreed this weeks ago. I want the cash to drop into my bank account soon, but I think that it becomes further complicated that in order to get to the target of 51%, they then have to enter into separate, right, how many percent am I getting off you? Who's giving me that? Who's giving me X, Y, Z? So I think that's complicated it, but I don't think there's any barriers to it. Although I know I'm fully aware the longer this goes on, the more people will start to think is something amiss.